Alright folks, we're turning on to Myron Corey Road here in Hickman, Kentucky. A little less than a mile from the Takaya Carbon place. I've been here a couple of times before. Skinny little roads back here, you have to be careful. No shoulder. Country folks just driving around. Gotta be careful. If you're passing by, you know, if you're approaching another truck coming opposite way from you, you gotta be careful or your mirrors will hit. So anyway, you can start to see the plant over here to the left. Maybe it's a big blue building. Got a little fire department here on the left, and then we'll see the Takaya Carbon. And again, what we're going to be picking up is those carbon cylinders, batteries, some people call them. Sometimes they look like batteries, depending on what exactly you're picking up. All right, so right after this little railroad track, we'll be making a left turn. This is our left turn. Now I've got 2 hours and 45 minutes of time left on my clock. It's usually a pretty quick load out of here, so I'm hoping I can get loaded and secured. It's a no tarp load, and get somewhere, you know, maybe get an hour or so down the road. We'll see how it goes. They do have overnight parking here, although I've never stayed here. But I'd like to get on down the road a little ways if I can. All right, so what you do is just kind of pull up here to this little blue building, and you got to go inside there and check in. So I'll get back to you. All right, everybody, I've checked in. Basically, you got to sign a check-in sheet, and she opens the gate for you, and you drive on back. You give them your pickup number around back. So if you've never been here before, it's kind of confusing the first time knowing where to drive to. I remember my first time here, I wasn't sure where to go, you know. So try to pay attention. Basically, we're going to be just kind of going around the left here to get to the back side of this big building. And there's a little sign here on the wall of this building that's got a little arrow on it that says truck loading. But it's like a foot tall sign. It's pretty small. And then straight ahead there, you'll see a big white sign up on that building with a red arrow pointing to the left. That's for you. And then we're going to make a wide turn here. Go down the side of this building. Again, you see a little sign here. It says truck loading with an arrow. up on that pole. And they got a porta potty out here to the right. And this is the loading area. So basically, once you get here, you just gotta kind of make a U-turn, and they've got a couple of spots here marked with some old paint. You may not even can see them. You just gotta kind of park in one of those spots, and they'll come out, and usually they come out and just start loading you. But there is a little shipping office over there. You walk in if they don't come out, and give them your pickup number. So now maybe you can see this little parking area here. They got some red lines here. So I'm just gonna try to pull into this. Get the trailer lined up. All right, I'll get back to you in a minute. Okay, everybody, I've gotten loaded. They said I was the last load of the day, so he didn't even ask me for my pickup number. So here's what we got. 4 sections of carbon cylinders. So I got 3 straps over each section. Pretty simple load. About as easy as it gets. But you get different sizes out of here, so you never know. Sometimes you get, you know, you'll get 4 smaller ones. Maybe even 3, I don't remember, but they got different sizes. So that's what we got. Going to Ozark, Arkansas. So, all right, I got my paperwork. Let's see if I can get down the road an hour or 2. Okay, everybody. Just thought I'd go ahead and film showing you how to get out of here. Sent in my leaving shipper. I've got exactly 2 hours left on my clock. So I think I'll try to get to Blytheville. And when I sent in my leaving shipper on my tablet, and Maverick had told us this was coming, but this was the first time I've seen it. But we had an option there as we were entering in all the shipping information, which is not a lot of stuff, you know, like bill of lading number, how many pieces, is it tarped, yes or no, weight, you know, stuff like that. You know, 5 or 6 topics. But they added this one question, would you like to rate the shipper? You know, and you get the 1 star up to 5 stars. So I gave this place a 5 star because, you know, the check-in process is very quick, easy. The load is very quick. I mean, I didn't really time it, but I bet you from the time I got parked back there to the time I got loaded and fully secured was probably 40 minutes. I mean, that's just hard to beat right there. Doesn't happen very often. So they get a 5 star, Chakaya Carbon. Okay, so I just came out the same way I came in, just in backwards. Here's the office to the left here that I stopped at initially. You don't have to go back in there at this point. The gate's open, so I've gotten, you know, the loader gives you your shipping documents. So I'm all good to go. And the nice lady waved goodbye to me. All right. Hickman, Kentucky. If you look it up on a map, it's way over on the skinny western point of Kentucky, generally. All right, well, I'm gonna let, there's a guy trying to get around me here. I'm gonna let him go. He's probably ready to get home. All right, back we go onto the skinny roads. All right, guys, see you down the road. Okay, folks, hey, it's Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. I'm in Ozark, Arkansas, about a mile from the Takaya carbon plant where I'm going to make this delivery that I picked up in Hickman, Kentucky yesterday. Very rural area back here. For you new guys, if you've never been here before, when you're coming back here, take it easy on this road. This is Highway 179, I believe, also called Carbon Plant Road, but it's narrow and there's a couple of sharp curves. You gotta be real careful because there's really not room for you to turn and keep your trailer from going off the road. So you gotta make sure there's no other traffic coming towards you so you can make a wide turn. So yeah, last night, you know, I left Hickman, Kentucky, and I made it over to northeast Arkansas. Stopped in Blytheville. Love's there. And then I drove from there to here. Left out about 3:30 a.m. Had a little over 5 hours of driving. So we're approaching the Takaya carbon plant. You see the big blue buildings over here. And the way it works here is they have a little holding lot before you get up to the entrance gate. There's no other trucks here right now, which is kind of rare. But you turn into this lot, and this yellow sign here says use CB channel 1. So what we're going to do is just kind of make a U-turn here. You can see part of the plant over there. We're just going to kind of make a U-turn here, and there's a porta potty for you. And I'm going to call in on channel 1 and then wait for her to give me permission to enter. It sure would be great if they would dispatch me a load out of here today, but if not, you know, I'm only about 40 minutes from Fort Smith, so either way I should be able to get a load and get home this afternoon. All right, let me check in. All right, everybody. Well, I couldn't get a response on the CB, so I looked up the phone number that was in my work order and called, and the lady answered immediately and took my trailer number. She asked if I was picking up a load also, and I said no, not that I'm aware of at this time. And she said I could come on up. basically what you do now is as you exit this little holding lot, you just got to come down the road here about 100 yards and you see the little guard shack building here with the big Takaya Carbon sign on it. We're going to turn in there and then go in and see the lady. That's how it works. So I'm gonna wait for this fellow to pull out of the way, and then I'll pull up to where he is and I'll go check in. So I'll get back to you. Okay, I've checked in. And she asked me if I had a visitor card, which I do. I got a new one last time I was here. It's just a little card they give you to make sure they know you've watched their little safety video. This blue truck to the left is getting a load. That's the only time I've picked up here before is that's where I got loaded. But for unloading, if you've never been here before, basically we're going to go down. In fact, you can see another Maverick truck maybe down there with just the nose of his truck sticking out there to the left. We're going to go down there and make a right turn and just wait for him to get unloaded and out of the way. We can go ahead and take our straps off and just kind of be in the waiting position. Yep, looks like he's waiting to unload. So what I'm going to do is just pull over here. I've done this before, so I know how it works. Park here, wait for him to get unloaded and out of that spot he's in, and then I'll back into that spot and get unloaded, and then we'll leave. All right, so I'm just gonna get out and take my straps off. All right, folks. Well, I gave these guys a 5-star rating also when I sent in my leaving or empty call. Empty call. Perfect timing. Right about the time I got all my straps off, the other Maverick truck pulled out. I pulled in. Took them about 15 minutes to get me unloaded. And now we're ready to go. I wish all the loads were like that. Then I'd be spoiled though, wouldn't I? So all we got to do now is get on out of here. They have not sent me a plan yet. Which is a little bit unusual. So what I'm going to do putting myself on yard move. What I'm going to do is just go out and go back to the holding lot where I started and wait for them to send me my next order, which should happen very quickly. That guy that signed my paperwork back there, his name was Zach. I was asking him about Thanksgiving, and he said that they don't close down for Thanksgiving. They never shut down. They're open 24/7. Like, dang. That's kind of like the newspaper business. We never shut down either. Paper goes out every day. At least it used to. Now I think they only put out a paper on Sunday. So, anyway, that's that. All you gotta do now is exit past the entry gate, make a left turn, and we're out of here. I wave bye-bye to the lady inside. Hopefully she'll get her CB fixed. All right. It's a nice day, a bit cloudy. The weather forecast says there's, I think, some rain moving in for Thanksgiving Day, like a 70% chance if I remember right. So, well, it looks like that other Maverick driver is over here waiting too. Huh. Well, heck, I wonder if there's just no loads today. Maybe some shippers have already shut down. I don't know. Surely not. All right, I'm just going to pull around here and get me a little snack, I guess. Hopefully they'll send me an order here shortly. I'll let you know.